Hey there, welcome to your weekly Wild Spirit reading right here on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. I'm hitting all the socials, as the hip kids say. Is it socials? I don't know what I'm doing. So this week, I decided to do a theme about going outside your comfort zone. This is one of my soapbox things. Like, I'm obsessed with comfort zone. I even have a tattoo on my arm that says, a boat is safe in the harbor, but this is not the purpose of a boat. I got this tattoo when I started my tarot business back in 2014 because I was scared to death. What am I doing, right? And back in 2012, I took a course called Playing Big, which is Tara Moore. Changed my life totally, changed how I parented, changed how I went outside my comfort zone on a regular basis. It changed my relationships. It created my business as it is. So this is a huge topic for me. So the reason why I believe in this so much is that everything in life, when you are living inside your comfort zone all the time, that you're not growing and you're not evolving, right? You're just not. And some people are fine with that. And so there's no pressure to live outside your comfort zone ever. Let me be clear. Some people are just not wired that way. But if you are sort of tapped into this wild spirit thing where you kind of get a rush of going outside your comfort zone, good for you. You're way ahead of most people. Most people are not like that. Most people are in their comfort zone and then they see something cool they want to do, experience, have right outside that bubble. Imagine that your comfort zone is like a circle like this. You've seen that image. There's a circle that says comfort zone and another circle outside that circle that says, awesome shit or whatever. That's right outside. So imagine there's like a border guard all around that circle of your comfort zone. And as soon as you get to the edge of that border, this is when your inner critic starts to chime in to keep you in your bubble. That's all it is. It's just like a misguided, overprotective parent. It doesn't want you to, do something scary that might hurt you. So I have lots of tools in my toolbox to teach you how to handle your inner critic. If you're interested in that kind of work, do reach out to me at lisajamis.com, okay? I work with everybody. That's like my number one thing I work with people on, especially if you're an author or want to start a business or you have a calling that you're just dying to do and you're just really drawn to do something that's scaring you to death, but you just can't let it go. It just stays with you. I can help you with that. So do reach out to me. In Wild Spirit Society, my monthly membership, we are covering I constantly am sharing with members tools and readings and support all around how to live outside your comfort zone. Now, you can't live outside your comfort zone all the time. It's not possible. It's not healthy to do that. What happens is you pop outside your comfort zone. Let's say you want to join Toastmasters, the public speaking club. It's the scariest thing ever. You're like, I can't do that. It's so scary, right? Because it's just outside your comfort zone. But then you write the email. Hey, just curious if you have a meeting coming up. That felt a little scary. That's a little bit out your comfort zone. Your inner critic didn't freak out too bad. So then suddenly the day comes for the meeting. It's a Tuesday at 4. And you're driving there, and now suddenly your inner critic's going, what are you doing? You're going to make a fool out of yourself. Don't do it, right? How many times have we had this happen? And let's say you're able to quiet your inner critic, right? I have tools for that, seriously. It's changed my life. One of the things you can do is you can turn the volume down in that voice. That voice that's freaking out and hyperventilating, having a panic attack. You just imagine a volume knob and turn it down. It works. So you get in your car, you're driving to the meeting, and the closer you get, it's like, I can't do this, but you do it, and you get into that Toastmasters meeting. Maybe you don't participate the first time, but you're there. You have a seat at the table. Good for you, right? Now your comfort zone that you were before freaking out about, the Toastmasters meeting was outside. Now guess what? That Toastmasters meeting is now inside your comfort zone. Your comfort zone has grown. This is how we evolve and grow. So I want you to think about an area of your life right now where you're having this comfort zone issue. You're like, oh, it's like she's just talking to me. I'm trying to do this thing, but I'm so scared. Okay, I'm going to do a 3-card reading for you. The first card is the situation, so it kind of sums up the situation as a whole. It could be a relationship, a work-related thing. It could be any number of things that you're like, I think she's talking about that thing where I want to go out of my comfort zone in this area of my life. And then the next card will be do more of said thing. Move towards this, do more of that, okay? And then the next card is going to be stop doing, letting go of, dropping whatever. So it's a do, don't do spread. Are you ready? Here we go. Remember, I have a terrible poker face. And remember, I don't predictive read. And there are no bad cards, only information. So if you see a kind of scary card, don't worry about it. in my world, the way I work, there are no bad cards, only information, okay? I do storytelling with the cards. I work very intuitively, and I invite you to use your intuition. And if anything I say as I show you the card, if you're like, yeah, I don't see that, Lisa, it's not what I see, go with your own gut feeling and your intuition, okay? That's number one. I don't care what any psychic or tarot reader says. I don't give a shit. You go with what your intuition says, okay? That's the most important thing to me. Because what I'm trying to do when I do this work with you here, you know, in our Wild Spirit weekly readings, and in one-on-one with my clients, and in Wild Spirit Society, and in my coaching, and in my Soulful Living courses, is I'm trying to connect this with this. Your brain, your logic with your intuition, because they work together. What happens is our logic and our brain, our smart brain, overrides our intuition all the time. And we just lose the ability to hear it, see it, trust it. So I'm trying to get you to hear it, see it, and trust it a little more. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, see? I know I'm telling. Okay, great. This is perfect. So there are 3 cards here. One is a major arcana. So I don't know if you remember me telling you that major arcanas mean you're in a major turning point, transition time, a reoccurring theme, or a life lesson. That's all the things that when we see major arcanas, they just want you to pay special attention to your situation. So this is a big deal. With this calling or whatever it is that's pulling at you, that you're having this comfort zone issue around, it's the world. So the world is the very end of the major arcana. You can see this is like a rebirth. This feels humongous. This is literally the end of the hero's journey. So whatever it is that this is bringing up for you, you are going way out your comfort zone because you can see she's naked. It's a very vulnerable feeling kind of because you're about to be reborn, almost like in transformation, like a butterfly. There's a really cool thing I learned from Martha Beck, who's a life coach, about butterflies. I did not know this. I may have shared this with you before. So when a caterpillar makes the chrysalis and goes inside the chrysalis to begin transforming as a butterfly, you know what happens? The caterpillar breaks down its body into like green goop. If you cut open a chrysalis at a certain stage of development, you'll open it and it'll just be liquid in there. It liquefies. Can you imagine that poor caterpillar? Like, what the fuck's happening? What is happening? Okay. That's kind of what's happening to you. And you're in the middle. You're not in the middle. You're at the end of this butterfly experience, whatever this means to you. You're right at the end of it. So do more of. 7 of Wands is coming up for you. 7 of Wands, you can see that he's trying to tackle too many things. He's actually very scatterbrained about it. He's got 2 different shoes on. He was so overwhelmed in the morning, he put on 2 different shoes, a boot and a shoe. And he's trying to like tackle too many things. So what the cards are suggesting you do more of is just take focus. So in this comfort zone issue, the idea is to focus on one thing at a time. Don't try and tackle the whole thing, especially because this is a big transformation for you somehow. Like it feels way overwhelming. When you think about the big picture too much, it's going to make you freak out and feel very contracted, like you can't do it, but you can do it. The idea is to picture baby steps. So I do this all the time in my life. In fact, I'm in an area of my life right now, a whole other part of my film and television career, that is a big fucking deal for me. It'd be a big deal for anyone. And what I'm doing is baby steps. Because if I think of the big picture, I freak out and I can't do it, right? So I want you to think of that. Don't do. 5 of Pentacles. This is lack. This is when whatever it is you're thinking of, maybe it's a business, maybe it's something you've always wanted to do, maybe you want to quit your job and do something you've always wanted to do, a passion thing, and you're focusing too much on the lack. And here's where trust comes in. So you need to really trust and lean into your own intuition. And sometimes, all the time, quite frankly, our intuition is not logical. It just isn't. And I'm not saying like, yeah, quit your job and whatever. I'm not saying that. I don't do that in my work. I don't. I try and guide people in making their own decision in their own life and empowering them to hear their intuition. That's what I'm inviting you to do. Do not focus on the lack. Do not focus on, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. Don't do that. Focus on just one baby step at a time of what you're passionate about, what lights you up, and you'll get there. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, join the Wild Spirit Society. You will get 2 extended readings to choose from every single week. They're about 20 minutes long each. We are about to hop on April, whatever that Wednesday is. I think it's April 20th for our live Zoom where I do one-on-one readings for any member that shows up in that live. I literally do a 3-card reading for every person on that call, no matter how long it takes. And the other thing that we're doing in the membership is I'm going to start my Beginner's Dabbler to Diva course, tarot course in April as well. That's included in your membership. It's a 5-week level 1 course, and then we do a 4-week level 2 course. So if you've ever wanted to learn the Read to Tarot like I read it, intuitive storytelling, never have to memorize a thing, join the membership. $20 Canadian a month. If you're American, that's like $2. You can't lose. All the info is below this video. Have an awesome day. See you next time. Bye-bye.